Hello everyone, welcome back to Roll. I'm still mad about ruining everything yesterday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump cut through the early game until I find a good run where we're set up with our first 3 dice in a really good way, and then jump back in when we have that going and we're ready to get through the mid game and the late game with a good setup. So I will spare you watching all the early stuff that we basically went through yesterday. You know how that's going to look, so I'll see you in a moment. Alright, here's the situation going into our 3rd shop upgrade. I'm going to take that upgrade, get another dice up the top. Then we're going to start buying these single face multipliers for that top die. And when I buy one of those, I'll show you what's going on. So in the center we've got our big numbers. On the right we've got single face multipliers. On the left we've got single face multipliers as well as a lottery face and 2 numeric faces. And then on this fresh die we're going to put single face multipliers. And then once we've got that done, we should be generating a very large amount of money for then scaling out the mid game. We still need to get some of those faces in the center to be much larger. There's still like a 16 hanging around there that we need to get bigger. But if we could set everything in the center to 99, that would solve that problem. So we've got everything we want here. Time to refresh. Then we get the price bump. We want the 5x's, of course. I'll take a 98 to replace that center number that is trash. Nice and swift. So we'll replace that 16. Oh, there's 13 there still. We'll replace that with a 66 because why not? And for 1 or 2 rolls to purchase each thing is no bad thing right now. We probably don't want the lottery faces. We will take the 5x multipliers for those other big numbers in the center because that's what all of the other numbers are multiplying off of. So we've got 2, 2, 3, there's a 5 there. We'll put another 5 on that 66 before hopefully doubling that or something, getting it up to 99. I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't need the incrementers. Single set of a kind plus 300% we will take. Maybe we'll get 99s running on that bottom die when it gets created. We'll make single sets. No weight bonus we'll take because it's relatively cheap at this time, and at some point we're going to want to put voids on our dice that will then get rid of the weights. Swap die positions I don't need. Incrementer we don't need right now. There's a void. There's factor 18 multiplier and add previous roll to rerolls, which are all incredible. There's add face value to itself. So where do we even want to begin? Let's add face value to itself on something because that's very cheap. That's going to be this 66, I think. And then do we want to put a void on that middle die? Possibly not, because every time the void rolls, the other things won't have any value to multiply at all, so it'll be an entirely wasted roll. So we probably want the void die on one of the periphery dice. And probably this, get rid of this 27, I think. Or the only weights we have right now are on this 4x and on this 99. So if we put a void on the right hand side and then eventually a void on the left in the center, we will have no weight, so we'll start getting the no weight bonus because we did buy that, didn't we? No weights, 100% bonus. So we'll stick this here. Gets rid of the weight. Then we'll look for one more of those. So we're not going to buy the weights. Let's get the factor 18 multiplier, because this adds the previous thing to itself, which is a kind of effectively 2x, whereas this is 4x currently with only 4 dice. Then we'll get this straight after. Actually, I'm going to get the 94 and just put it on one of our other dice. On one of the faces that's not doing very much. Then we'll pick up add previous roll to roll. I finally convinced myself to use tab to switch between my dice and the shop rather than dragging my mouse up to the top left corner every time. So, don't want this, don't need that, don't need those, and take our free reroll. All faces less than 13 will be rerolled. There's 6 times 3 multipliers, we definitely want that. Now, what face do we want that on? Everything on this and this has 3 rerolls, so I think we'll put it up here where we've got a 10x. So that die is sorted. Numbers divisible by 2 increased by 50%. Sure, I'll take that. Do I want to take a +8 beforehand for somewhere? I'll put it here, and then hopefully we can double that 44 sometime soon. So increase even numbers by 50%. A whole 3 rolls to get that. Then let's take numbers less than 13 reroll, because at the very least we've got some around, and when we buy another dice we will have more of those. Buy one get one free, we almost certainly want. The sooner the better. So when we buy something now, I don't need to know the rules of the flag. Buy one get one free. Whenever you purchase an upgrade from the shop, another cheaper upgrade will have its cost reduced to 1. So now if we buy this, nothing else will be made cheaper because nothing is cheaper than 1. Numbers divisible by 2, reroll twice. We can set all faces to something large. I'll take a 4x multiplier, put that... where are we going to put that? Up here, because we've got triple rerolls up here. Now, if I had a big number here, I would consider setting everything to buying the 5th die, putting a big number on it, and then setting all faces to that big number. But unfortunately we don't right now. Am I going to try and buy this just to have it out of the pool? 80,000 for that. Yeah, seems worth doing. I will buy a half incrementer because it costs only 1. Get that going on this 44, try and get it up to 50 for when we double it. If we get the chance to double it. I'll take a 7 for a single point. 7 is more than 6. The first time that it rolls, it will pay for itself. Weights we don't want. Half incrementers, I'm not that invested in. It's going to be a reroll. Single face multiplier times 10 and a 10x face multiplier we want. Triples and lightweight bonuses. Let's take the 10x, put that up top somewhere. It's going to be on the 7 we just bought, but no love lost. Then the 10x we definitely want. That can go... We can't put it on non-numeric faces yet. So I think it's worth swapping out this 2x with a weight to a 10x. Rather than the 45 being a 2x. We could buy a 4-leaf clover. Not really any benefit to us though. 2 times single face multiplier is certainly going to be worth more than 27. Weights we don't need. A half incrementer for the cost of 1, sure. Stick it on this 94 here. Triples bonus and lightweight bonus. How many rolls to get to 127,000? All of 3, so I'll keep buying passives that don't wreck me. We do still have a lightweight on that center tile, so 500% on that lightweight will do us some good. And to that end, we might as well put a lightweight somewhere else. Is it numeric faces or is it any face? Upon purchase, any die face with an attached lightweight will have its value increased by 500%. This does not apply to wilds or faces which multiply the entire roll. Well, a single face multiplier only multiplies a single face, so we'll put that on one of these 10x's, I suppose. Then reroll, I think. Gonna need to get some cash for that. And eventually we will get our 5th dice. Run mega increase, triples reroll. There's a 5 times single face multiplier and another 10x. That's a reroll, not an add face value to itself. Let's find somewhere for this 5x to go. Probably this 98 then, or this 38. Times 10. I think that can only go on... Oh, we've got numbers in the center we can put that on. Let's do that. As I say, it can probably only go here, but we can put it all down here. That's not a problem. I will swap out this 3x for a 10x on a 99. Rather than, again, doing something with the 46. I don't really need these guys, do I? Triples reroll. Run mega increase. Incrementer. We'll put a single reroll on something that doesn't have any yet. And then I think it's going to be time to upgrade our shop to the final tier. Now let's do a few more passive hunting here for now. It's still cheap. There's still benefits we can get. Add half die quantity. All numeric faces have half the quantity of dice added to their roll result. This effect occurs before bonuses and after multipliers. I think that won't hurt us. Because we don't have anything worrying about primes or evens or odds or anything like that. I'll take a 5x. Replace... I'll put it on this 48 because the 10x we'll want to put somewhere more efficient. The 10x can go on the 98 times 2. Right, triples increasing. Add previous roll multiplier. Where would we put this, though? Probably here, I think, or here. Let's do that one. Right, we could buy another dice, make all the faces 41, then set all the faces to 41. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna re-roll here once more. We're nearly all set, really. When you have less than 6 dice, the value of all dice will increase by 300%. Absolutely, we will take that. So that's going to grow our score a lot. There's a 2 times previous multiplier for the cost of 1. There's a 3x. No weights increases numbers. 2 times reroll. So what I think I'm going to do now is buy our shop upgrade, put the 77 and the 42 on the bottom, put the previous roll multiplier down on the bottom, and make the 77 3x, and see where we go from there. Helps if I don't accidentally hold down tab. So we'll buy the 42. Buy the 77. Can you hear the sirens? Get the 3x on that 77. Right, 6 incrementers. We could put that on that bottom die. Let that do some growing while other stuff occurs. Then I don't think... we'll add a 2x reroll, given that it's so cheap. No weights increasing numbers I don't care about. Time to refresh, I think. Right, what have we got going on? Not very much. Prime numbers reroll, weights, kilos, locks, numeric faces, and perfect squares. We can't benefit from that because we have 5 dice now. So I think this is just an immediate reroll. Right, I want the 10x somewhere for certain. We've got a 1% at all the 7s, but it's probably a bit early for that. Attached multiplier stack. Multipliers attached to a die face will now stack with single face, multi-face, and adjacency multipliers. This is fine. I don't think this breaks us. I would love Passive Hunter. I really would. I'm going to take the 2x and put that down on that bottom die that's not got too much going on. We could get a wild as well. There is the wild passive times 10. So I think I'm gonna... Problem is, if I put it here and it rolls, all of these guys will be doing 5 times something else. But it's only going to be like this die, which isn't very much. So for now, maybe I just put the wild down here. And I'll buy this and stick that down there as well, where it's not going to be doing very much, but it's not going to be causing us any problems just being 1 die face. +1 is super cheap. We'll make this 98. Do we want to make this 98 and 99? No. I don't think I do, just in case we get a no 99s bonus. If this doesn't roll, there's like a 50% chance, excluding weights, that that doesn't happen. Although these are on incrementers, so they're going to get to 99 soon anyway, so forget that. Die quantity multipliers, kilogram weights. I don't even know where I'd want a kilogram, and we have no weight bonuses, don't we? Yeah, So we won't put on any more weights than we already have. 500% lottery bonus we want. Numeric bonus we don't. 5x we want somewhere, I'm sure. That said, we don't have many options for it because we can't put it on non-standard faces yet. So we'll upgrade this 3x to a 5x. It's the only one we can do. We want a 10x face multiplier because that's going to be way bigger than, say, the 4x's we've got going on some faces. So we'll stick that over here. We don't have any weights on this, so it doesn't matter where this goes, so we'll get rid of the 3x. Still need re-rollers. I want the lottery bonus for the late game. Don't need to set everything to 99. We could set everything on the center for 99. There's like a couple of faces that aren't 99s on there yet. And it was so cheap, sure, nothing else is going to be lost for this. I can stop thinking about that. Add an incrementer. I really don't think we need it even at the cost of 1, do we? You already got an incrementer. You're on a half incrementer, but you're at 99 anyway. Non-numeric faces having no value would ruin us. That's a refresh. Big spender. All other passives have no effect. We definitely don't want that, nor do we want numeric bonuses. We do want 6 times rerolls. Question is, where? You have 2x. You have 2x. You have 3x. You have next to nothing, so you get 3x. That's a good upgrade. Could get another wild face, but I don't think we need it right now. 5x. We have no faces that we can actually add this to, I think. Oh, that 45 can take it. Big spender we don't want. Numeric bonuses we don't want. I don't think we need a wild right now. So that's going to be another re-roll. Major increases by 5, dice, 5x, incrementers, 4x, and lotteries. So we are going to want all these lotteries for the late game, but buying them now might impact our earning potential considerably. But I think we can axe this 2x over here. I'll try and not get more than 1 per dice at the moment. And we'll cut a 4x up here. Otherwise, the 4x and the 5x we have no use for. Die rebates and multi-face multipliers we have no use for. We'll take our free reroll. This is what ruined us last time when we had single face multipliers will no longer target any numerical values. So I'm just going to steer clear of that. Wilds, incrementers, lightweights. We do have a 500% bonus on lightweights, which is more than our no weights bonus. So that's worth having somewhere, I think. Can't be on the face with the void on it. We already have one on a 10x there. We have one on 10x here. 2x or wild? 2x, because it's worth 2 times the entire roll, isn't it? Don't need any of this stuff. I would really love Passive Hunter now, please. Passive Hunter would mean the world to me. There's Rigged Machine. We definitely want that. We want 6 times rerolls on something that doesn't reroll that many times yet. Do we have a 50 and 100 and a 7/7, all the 7s on a dice? We do over here, so Rigged Machine will start having some impact over there. What doesn't have triple rerolls? You've got all 3s. You've got all 3s, so now we need all 3s in the center. another full 2x multiplier as well. Let's buy that first, because that has a chance to make Rigged Machine be free. And I'm going to replace this 48 here with it, which has a +5 on it as well. We did not get a free Rigged Machine, but that's fine. 16 million, 3 rolls. Add face value to itself. Anything that is going to benefit from that. Sure. Right. Again, Passive Hunter would be huge for us right now. Previous roll times 10. There's 2 6 times rerollers that we're going to want. Non-standard multiples we want as well. Let's get the rerolls going first. Then I think we'll have 3x rerolls on all faces, which means we don't ever have to worry about rerolls again. That's all 3x. That's all 3x. That's all 3x. None of this is 3x yet, so that's all 3x. And then we just need 3x on that right-hand side, I think. I think those are all currently 2x rerolls. They are. So now, every face on every die rerolls 3 times. We need no more extra rerolls in any capacity. I want 10 times the previous roll. And I'm going to put that instead of this 2x down here, so that we can do 10 times whatever 2 times the whole previous roll was. I think that's how that can possibly work. I'll take lucky 7s just because it's going to be relatively cheap, I think. I'll take non-standard multiples. That's a bit more expensive, but oh boy, did you see that roll? Let's go check that one out. Rigged Machine, guaranteed, plus 300%, less than 6 dice. I think that's where most of the value came from, isn't it? I know, we got a lot of value there. That's all I know. So, what were we buying? Non-standard multiples. We don't need this, we don't want that. Alright, that's going to be a reroll. Numbers less than 13, numeric bonuses. 5x face multiplier. If we replace a 4x or a 2x somewhere, that won't hurt us. Let's replace this 3x over here. 5x previous roll. We'll stick that on one of these 4x since they're so similar. I don't think we can add multipliers to anything else that we have now. I think we have all of our numeric faces with a multiplier on it. So now we need Passive Hunter. No 99s bonus. We will buy that just knowing that eventually we should replace all of our 99s. Yahtzee increase I don't need. I'll take a lightweight bonus because we have 500% on lightweights. Nothing on this side has a lightweight on it. Would we rather do the 50% chance at 100 or the 1% chance after the Rigged Machine goes off? I guess we want this to also be able to rig itself? Question mark. Although when this goes off, we want this to be 500 times its own value, don't we? Because that's what we get for a lightweight bonus at the moment, I think. Not interested in Yahtzees. Not interested in heavyweights. Refresh. Doubles reroll we don't need. Triple bonus for 100%. 10x on something we'll take. We can replace a 5x somewhere. got to be on a numeric face for now. Five times previous roll. I think we ultimately want one of these on each die face. But I'm not going to screw around with this middle die yet, so let's swap out this 4x face multiplier here. Doubles reroll for 1, I'll buy that. Just to get it out of the pool. Triples bonus. We're unlikely to roll any triples really. But again, comparative to its cost in rerolls, one roll, that was a big one. That was a very big one. Right, let's take 5 times the previous roll and stick it on one of these. Stick it on the 10x. Hopefully that does what I expect it to. And it's going to be a reroll. There's another 50% at 100, which we definitely want up here where we have a lottery face. So I think I'm just going to put it there. So those have a chance to rig machine on one another now. Another 2x I will put down at the bottom somewhere, I think. That was expensive, but not a problem. And I think I'm going to get rid of the wild for that, because I'd rather have 2 times the whole run, 2 times the whole roll, rather than whatever matching whatever the highest roll was. The value of all numeric faces is divisible by 2, increased by 100%. Well, if it costs 1, I'll buy it. Numeric bonus breaks us. I don't need a 5 times previous roll. I'll take a lightweight somewhere. We've got a lightweight on this die, a lightweight on this die, a lightweight on this die, and a lightweight on this die. So actually we won't take a lightweight, because the one with the void face can't have one. We don't need any more. Now, refreshes are getting really expensive, and we still don't have Passive Hunter. Well, we will replace one of our 5x previous rolls with a 10x previous roll. That just makes common sense. Which one, though? Probably this guy that can trigger the 1% on a rigged machine. Don't think I want this? Question mark? Reroll. When you roll a prime numeric value, reroll 3 times. I'll buy it because it costs 1. Prime faces are 300% value. 6 rerolls we don't need. I'll buy this just because we can get it out of the pool. Still no sign of Scavenger or Passive Hunter, but here's a 50% chance at 100, so we want this up here because we have, oh, we got 50 and 1, 50 and 1, 1 here. So I guess for now, if I put the 50 here, it will start triggering this. However, what I'd also like to do is put the 50 somewhere else and then move this 1%er elsewhere. So I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to put 50% up here. And then when we get an option to move a die face, I'll move that 7s 10x previous reroller is bigger than 5x. We've already discussed that possibility. We will put that up here where that lottery can pay out. Yahtzee bonuses, 10x we can't put on non-numerical faces yet. I think we'll just buy this to have it gone. Buy this to have it gone. Don't need anything else here. Reroll. Dice, dice, dice. Run multipliers. Not the things we need, unfortunately. The lack of passive hunter here is really killing me. I don't need any of this stuff. We don't need to change anything. We don't need to finesse anything. 3x is no good to us now. I don't think I want this anywhere. Weight bonus heavy. Double bonus. I'll take. Heavyweight bonus. We don't have any heavyweights. We can buy them. But it's only 50%. And I don't want to really move off our small weight bonuses. And if we try and put heavyweights and small weights on the same die, it will just remove the small weight and put on the heavyweight, I think. So, I don't think we want any of this. Hunting more rerolls. Begging for passive hunter. That was 37 rolls. 5 increase, perfect square. These are not the things I need. Right, swap faces I do want. We asked for that a moment ago. So I'm going to swap this 777 with one of these 4x, I think. I'll keep the 10x over here. So that can work on rigged machine now. We can now combine face multipliers, that's something. It's 124 million's worth of something though. Alright, one of our lotteries just paid out in a massive way. So we'll take this, because this is going to... It's 124, it's going to be 177 minus 124. We don't have any face multipliers to buy. We'll buy less than 13 bonus just to get out of the pool. Don't need incrementers. Don't need +7 anywhere. Take our free reroll for passing 1200. No 99s reroll we don't need. Triples increase we don't need. I just can't believe we can't get passive hunter right now. And clearly at some point we got incredibly lucky to get up to the 3 trillion that we currently have. Merit bonuses, Yahtzee increases. Again, none of what we need. And we'll probably get to 1,000 rolls before we get to being able to pay for a reroll. We got a few extra trillion there. Reroll bonus times 100% is huge. Dice increase we don't need. 10x we probably want somewhere now that we can combine face multipliers. Question is where? It has to be on a numeric face for now, so it would just be here. Put it on the one with the weight, obviously. And rerolls times 100%. a giant lottery payout to get this to go, I think. Because we re-rolled when we had tons of cash, and now we're not building up these numbers as we need them. There you go. Free re-roll. Swap die positions, free re-roll. There's all in. We might as well go with all in now. Although, we're still using this center dice of 99s to probably generate a lot of our value, I imagine. But without having had Passive Hunter like 400 rolls ago, it's all a much of a muchness, I think. Is this top 3? We'll take top 3 first. Then we'll take all in. And then this middle dice is going to become basically worthless to us. And all of our lottery results will be multiplied by 7. Sure. Maybe this was terrible. Let's get a 10x on top of a 5x somewhere. Okay, maybe that wasn't terrible. Maybe that was not terrible. Maybe it was and I'm just getting lucky, but who can know these things? So our numeric faces now have no value. All numeric faces have a value of 0. The result of all lottery faces will be multiplied by 7. So we want to get rid of our numeric faces basically as fast as possible for anything else. So adjacency times 1? Sure. Your adjacency times 1 now. $50 times 5? I'd rather have something else, honestly, but it costs 1, and 99s are worthless to us now, so sure, I'll take anything else. Stuff that's cheaper than this. Lottery failure reroll we want. Adjacency multiplier. Replaces a die face of your choice with an adjacency multiplier. When rolled, this face will have the value of all orthogonally adjacent dice times 5. Does not stack with attached multipliers. On reroll, can't target dice that are not rerolled. We have a thing, don't we? Attached multipliers stack. Multipliers attached to a die face will now stack with single face, multi-face, and adjacency multipliers. So this will work. So let's buy that and put it on this 20x. I know we have other ones that we could have put, but I'm going to put it there. We get to buy this for cheap. Lottery failure reroll. Whenever a lottery face is not successful, it will be rerolled 2 additional times. We already have enough rerolls, but cheap as. I'll take a 10x multiplier, and I'm going to put this on here now. I can't because it's not a numeric face. Fine. I'll put it on a numeric face so that I can put something else on that numeric face in a moment. Single face multipliers will no longer target any numerical values. So our numerical values aren't making anything now, thanks to all in, right? All in. All numeric faces have a value of 0. So, upon purchase, die quantity faces can be affected by multipliers which target single face. Single face multipliers will no longer target any numerical values, only die quantity faces. Okay, only die quantity faces. We don't have any die quantity faces, so let's not do that. I don't need rebates, I don't need weights. Still need Passive Hunter, please. 300% lightweight bonus we can take. Also a 50% lottery chance we'll take for one of our rigged machines to try and go off more often. Let's do the one over here with the void. So we'll get rid of this 4x. Then 300% weight bonus. We have some lightweights that are still doing work for us. I don't think I want anything else. I don't think I need to swap any faces anywhere. Still can't believe we don't have Passive Hunter. There's Slot Machine. Additionally, you can now attach face multipliers to lottery faces. We want that. Place the die face of your choice with a multi-face multiplier. When rolled, this face will have the value of most common number, 99, times number of occurrences, 1, times 5. Well, it's better than... Although that said, if we don't have any numeric faces, maybe this doesn't work, but... whatever. Unless it's going to times 0 by most common face. Maybe it does that. Either way, I don't think I want any of the rest of this stuff. What's the big stuff we don't have yet then? We're into the exponents. Wild adjacency bonus. We have a wild on that bottom tile. We want the times 4. I want that down on that bottom dice full of giant multipliers. Or even we'll replace a numeric face with it perhaps. Replace one of these 99s. The 99 times 20. How about that? Maybe that will do good work for us. 5x we could add to something else, but it would have to be... Oh no, we can add it to lotteries now, can't we? Wild adjacency is pretty expensive. E17. Value of all prime faces we don't care about. How many rolls to get to this? Lots. Right, get me to 500 rolls. Close enough. I'm not going to buy this. We want this. We want this. I want that. Where am I going to put this? You've got 50-50. Do we get rid of this 10x single face multiplier? I think we do at this point, right? Because they target numeric faces. And that die we can just kind of forget about now, I think. Doubles bonus. We'll take. We can take a clover and replace a numeric face with it. That does us no harm. Let's roll till we get to 500 and take a free reroll. There's more lotteries. Die increase. Die quantity single face multiplier. More 10x's that we can put on lotteries. Let's turn our pips on for a bit. Yeah, it's just a sea of very large pips, isn't it? Right, so you've got two 50s and two 7s. You've got 150 and 1 7. You've got 150 and 1 7. You've got no lottery faces. You've got no lottery faces. So I'm going to replace one of these 5 times over here, I think. And I want the 3x down on that bottom die of giant things. And we're going to run down, and I'm going to be sad that we never got Passive Hunter, and that there's just a few things that I feel like this run should have gone better than it did. I don't know what I got so wrong. I don't know where I went off the rails or whatever. This 99 has no numeric value. There's another 3x. Gonna need a lot of value to get there. Yeah, I really thought this was going to be the one. Apparently not. So, if you want to let me know where you think I went wrong here. But hey, we live, we learn, we keep on rolling. Because that wasn't the one I really thought it could have been. But hey, thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any comments or inspiration or tips for me, put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.